Back to GreenTGarden. Today I'm going to give you guys some awesome tips how to grow and harvest Swiss chard. Today we're growing them in a containers, and those are Swiss chard too. Swiss chard is one of those greens that could survive in cooler temperature and hot temperature. It's one of the most sturdiest greens, I would say, when it comes to plants. Swiss chard, kale, and mustard greens are very strong greens. If you're a beginner and you want to grow a greens, I recommend Swiss chard over all of them. A lot of the other greens will bolt, they will not survive with the wind or bugs or anything like that. To me, Swiss chard really don't have that much problem. You have less problem. It grows fast. It's beautiful. It comes in many different type of color like the rainbow, and it's a superfood. A lot of people don't know that, but it's a superfood. Now I'm gonna tell you when to harvest it, how to harvest it, and we're gonna keep this growing for a long time. Swiss chard could keep growing and keep growing. And as I always say when it comes down to greens, the more you harvest, the more you get. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's 100% free. And every time I upload a video, you guys will get it right away by clicking the bell icon. So when growing Swiss chard, either in a container, this is like a 1-gallon container, or a raised bed or in ground, the only difference I will tell you guys is that container, the soil dries out faster because it's less soil, so you just have to water a little bit more. I water every 3 days right now, unless if the greenhouse is getting really hot, then I'll water every 2 days lightly. But you can see right here, the leaves are beautiful, gorgeous leaf. Now when harvesting Swiss chard, always as a beginner, get yourself a sharp pruner or a scissors. We're not going to trouble the little leaves in the middle. These little leaves are going to be growing non-stop. Now when you're growing Swiss chard together, you want to space them out about at least 8 to 10 inches apart, because if you bring them too close, they're going to spread out. You see how they're spreading out like this, and they're going to block up. You're not going to get good sunlight or good airflow, so always make sure you harvest on time. Remember, harvest between 8 to 12 inches is perfect, or 6 inches, 4 inches even. And the way you could eat Swiss chard is raw. Eat them raw so you get the full benefit. They're a superfood like spinach. The taste, I would say spinach tastes better in my opinion. I like spinach better because this one is a little bit more like slightly bitter and a little bit more tougher. But overall, it's beautiful. If you make a salad, especially with all the colors, the yellow and the green and the red, it looks beautiful. And that's one thing I love about it. It's a colorful greens that you could harvest non-stop. And I'm telling you, as for a beginner, this is definitely what you want to grow. Everybody, including your neighbors and stuff, will be impressed about you. So I'm going to tell you guys, go with Swiss chard. Now we got some 2 bottom little leaves right here. We're going to remove this still because they're touching the soil. And what we could do, we could go ahead, we could still harvest this. We could harvest this, or we could leave them to grow. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take them out, so we get a clean harvest. Now if you look right here, we have one bigger leaf, we have a small one, and then we have a bunch of little baby ones on the bottom there. Within, let's say within 5 to 7 days, we're gonna get some good growing production. If you leave them too big, what I notice is the middle part right here, the stem that comes right here, it gets like hard and stringy and kind of tough to eat. So normally sometimes you have to separate it. You have to just like pull this part out. But you see this one right now, it's perfect, literally perfect. You have to give this a try. I mean, I highly recommend this. If you want the Swiss chard seed that I use, check in the description box below. So it doesn't matter what you harvest from your garden, big or small. We always have to be grateful and appreciate it, because it's food that we're growing right at home. And it's incredible to see from seed how this big it's growing. All right, listen, I just wanted to do this video, especially for beginners, or if anyone never grows Swiss chard, I highly recommend to grow it. It's a very strong greens, very strong plant overall. Thank you so much for watching GreenTGarden quick short video. If you guys have any question about Swiss chard, comment below, or any other question. And if you're new, I'm in Long Island, New York, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more upcoming videos. It's 100% free, followed by the bell icon. Click the bell icon so every time I upload you get that notification. And we got a lot of videos coming up, a lot of tips and tricks coming up, and I will do eventually like small videos like this just to help out beginners or anyone who's never planted something before. And I have it in my garden, I'm sharing it so we all know, and we're all growing a better home garden.